First of all, he works for the people of Manitoba, not for me. So he doesn't need me to be. He doesn't need my satisfaction. I'll say that right out of the starting gate. I appreciate that he's brought in a gas tax cut, and that he's called for the federal government to exempt Manitoba. The fact is that Manitoba produces a phenomenal amount of green energy through its hydroelectricity, and a carbon tax will come nowhere near the environmental benefit of expanding that energy source. I believe in green lighting, green projects. Let's make clean, green hydroelectricity even more affordable, rather than trying to make traditional energy we still need more expensive. As for the Premier's view on the April Fool's Day Trudeau tax hike, he can speak for himself. He's more than capable, and I'm happy to work with him and anyone to bring home lower prices for Canadians.
Mr. Pulley,
yes.
For a lot longer than a lot of us expected. Can you talk about what kind of rapport you had, bonding? What was the?
Well, he's a very impressive person. He's very knowledgeable, and he has a very ambitious set of goals, and I share a lot of them. He wants to develop our resources. He wants to help make prices more affordable. He believes in building roads, so I enjoyed spending time with him, to be honest. I'm obviously a conservative. He's obviously a New Democrat, but that doesn't mean we can't share priorities and have good conversations together, and so I think it was a good meeting.
I'm not sure if the subject came up, but equalization is a big chunk of Manitoba's budget. Regardless of political stripe, the province has always received equalization. Would a Conservative government make any changes to the formula for equalization or to the amount of money available for the
You'll have to wait for our platform to get our plans on all of these types of subjects. I think we all share the goal of enriching all the provinces by unleashing the free enterprise economy, so that we develop more revenues to fund our programs. We need, I think, we need a stronger economy that can fund our social programs, and that means removing the government gatekeepers that block resource development, clearing the way to build more private market housing, axing the carbon tax so our small businesses can generate more wealth for all of us. These common sense approaches will empower us to fund more generous and caring social programs. I think it's great. I think the provinces that have cut energy taxes, or in Saskatchewan's case, refused to collect the carbon tax on heat, have had the lowest inflation in the country, which proves when you lower the cost of energy, you lower the cost of everything. And I'm in favor of cutting taxes on energy. And that's why I will axe the tax, in addition to which I will cut income taxes so that people pay less and bring home more. We support the $20 million, and I can only imagine, I should say I can't even imagine what these families are suffering. All of us would agree that if we had a loved one missing, that we would want the government to do everything in their power to find the remains. And at the same time, common sense conservatives think the best way to honor the memory of those who are lost is to ensure these kinds of tragedies don't happen anymore. We have to reform our criminal justice system to stop repeat violent offenders from going into the street and victimizing and killing our most vulnerable. And that is why we will bring in jail and not bail for repeat offenders. We'll make it harder for violent offenders to get bail. They will serve maximum that will serve stronger sentences, and we will keep the most dangerous people behind bars to protect our most vulnerable people from those horrific crimes.
Last question, please.
To get back to the conversation, you've expressed support for the dissatisfaction that Alberta's roundly expressed for the equalization program. So for an equalization receiving province like Manitoba, what do you say to provinces that say, well, this is enshrined in the Constitution,
Well,
we need the money?
let's start with the fact that Alberta's major grievance is that with the economic federation is that the federal government is attacking our biggest industry by attacking the energy sector, killing the Tech Frontier mine, the Northern Gateway pipeline, the Energy East pipeline, imposing massive carbon taxes on Alberta and Canadian small businesses. The feds have been undermining Alberta's ability to contribute to Confederation. And I think the best way we can bring fairness to Alberta, Saskatchewan, British Columbia, Interior, Newfoundland and Labrador, the oil and gas producing provinces, is to get rid of the unconstitutional Bill C-69, the No Energy Law. By getting rid of that law, we'll empower Albertans and all Canadians to produce more energy here at home, clean, responsible Canadian energy, rather than bringing in dirty products from dictatorships around the world. I want to bring it home to our country, and that'll be the choice in the next election on energy and on oil and gas. Justin Trudeau and the NDP want taxes. I want technology. Justin Trudeau and the NDP want to put a stop sign in front of our workers. I want to green light green projects. Justin Trudeau and the federal NDP want to bring in more dirty dictator oil and energy. I want to bring home the production and more powerful paychecks for our people in this country. Thank you very much. Merci beaucoup.